the
They are.
New Year. Get me. Everyone's back in there. We got a different kind of setup today, innit? I feel like we switched around a piece. But the most important thing is that we've got a new guest as well. We got a
Big guest.
you get me?
Big guest.
Special guest. Introduce yourself, man. Come on, tell the people who you are.
Well, I'm Ashley. Yeah.
This is Ashley. What do you do?
Mine does a range of things, but I'll probably say I've got my start in like the music industry. Like probably when like the UK scene, like this era was bubbling. And then from that, I've just gone on to do other things.
Some nice brief summary, but we'll get more into that later in the ep. Obviously, we'll start off the ep though. We'll talk about obviously last time we recorded was before New Year's. Like, was it like the
27th?
Yeah, so it was just a bit before New Year's, and I feel like we all kind of had a New Year's motive. I feel like everyone here went out. I may be wrong, but I did see a lot of people here out. Me myself, I stayed indoors. But
That's cat.
He was outside.
But yeah, I should have stayed indoors. But let's talk about what everyone showed me. What was everyone running for New Year's?
Well, you might as well kick it off. Why should you have stayed in?
Oh, well, okay, cool, yeah. Well,
you got
me and a few friends, we went out. We went me. Couple of the mandem get me like this quarter of the room, one's hiding. But we went out and we went It's a Vibe Box Park.
What was it saying?
Overall it was a good night. I feel like obviously I ain't been out since I've turned of age to go out on New Year's, so I feel like this one was proper.
Swear.
I feel like some things got out of hand, some things didn't get out of hand, some things should have got out of hand.
Wait, so that was like your first New Year's?
That was my first New Year's that I was actually allowed to actually go out, like properly. So it was a good one for us. I feel like Bots Park as well. Big up It's a Vibe as well. Big up them, man. For running that motive, because that was serious. So,
how did you man find it? You man was there. What was it saying?
Yeah, man was there still. That's probably the most organised New Year's pattern I've had still.
that's one thing I'll say. That's a great word. It was very organised. Like how they done it, it wasn't like scattered. Man, them are just kind of like wandering around. Everyone kind of had their own spot.
No, that's proper.
It was only organised because the ratio was patterned. Really.
What was the ratio saying?
Ratio was about, I would say 65-35.
Yeah, nah. What?
Wait.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah. No, you're actually.
Yeah, you're good. So
Yeah.
there was 65-30. I can't lie. Yeah, I
But when you say 65, are they pattern 65?
it was 65-35. Yeah, it was a good 65.
What you saying? You man left with some stuff, yeah?
No, I'm not necessarily.
I just went home.
I just went
Come on, man.
Literally, man just went yard.
Come
bro.
on, man.
I went home.
You see, with It's a Vibe, yeah, I think it was the most organised New Year's that I've had. But at the same time, I think obviously it was packed and they done well. But I just think in a venue that big, it's hard to keep the vibe consistent.
Yeah.
I do feel like the vibe got lost at times. And for me, I think the vibe only really picked up at midnight when it touched midnight.
I feel like that's how it is with all places, though. It's dead until midnight. On New Year's, anyway.
But man's had some scatty New Year's and just unorganised and you're bouncing around and you're from one motive to the next motive. So this one was organised when I was in one place.
I feel like the overall of it was in Croydon. Like it was ends. Like it was so convenient. You know, like you don't have to be trekking. Uber back.
What was the music saying? Was it pattern?
It was no. I can't lie to you. I'll be honest. The music. You don't really care about the music.
I know what you're saying.
That different crowd of like a bit of Shoreditch. A bit of the Shoreditch crowd, the Dalston crowd. And I think it's always good when they come to Croydon.
Yeah, it's artists.
Yeah, it's always good when they
I saw Joyce Wavy was there. Was she there?
Everyone was there, man.
Joyce Wavy was there.
She was DJing. She was DJing. I don't know if I'm wrong, innit? But I'm sad I missed out on that one.
Yeah, I went to the wrong place.
Yeah, what was you lot doing New Year's?
Before I start, Miles, you snaked me slow.
Oh.
You snaked, cool. So me and Miles are chatting on New Year's. And then for a second, all I'm seeing is my messages aren't getting replied to. And then he's saying, oh yeah, it's just a chill New Year's Eve. Then I see this guy snapping in Box Park. It's calm. I had my pattern anyway.
But
Everyone knew this New Year's was like a last minute thing. What time did we plan it? It was like at 8. It weren't really meant to happen.
I don't remember how that happened, but it happened, and we were there. What did you do, Kai?
But moving on from New Year's anyway.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about.
You don't talk about your New Year's. You sure?
I should have been with you, man.
Moving on from New Year's. What's everyone's angles this year? What's everyone's up and coming angles for 2022?
I think we should ask the guest that question.
Yes.
Makes the most sense.
That's mad. Do you know what it is? I actually, maybe 2-3 days ago, I actually sat down and I wrote some actual goals for 2022. I broke it down into 3 sections. You probably saw it. You see what I put on Snap.
I see it.
I broke it down to business, finance, and personal. So 3 different sections of, and I put 3 to 4 realistic goals in each section. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be working towards. But yeah,
I feel like you can actually pattern them goals as well.
Yeah, but with discipline, innit? They're not easy. They're not easy. Like just gonna come by or just gonna because you see, like the whole of 2021 or a lot of 2021, I felt like I was just kind of like autopilot. I was waking up, I was getting on with life, and I was working and doing what I got to do, but there was no real substance or purpose to my every single day. Do you know what I'm saying? You might get little sections where, this week I'm super productive and I know what I'm working towards, but majority of the year I just felt like I'm just kind of just going with the flow and just doing what just vibes. You know what I'm saying? So this year I plan on being as much more disciplined and have a lot more direction. Do you know what I'm saying? So I said, let me start the year with, because mine was on like a 7-day bender, because my birthday's on the 26th of December. So since that day to New Year's, every day I was just out drinking, just vibes, So I was like,
Capricorn as well. You're a Capricorn.
Yeah, I'm a Capricorn. Yeah, I don't really what you do.
Nah, I just know what
You
star.
You definitely do that. You knew that as well.
No, I just know from like the 20-something to like
really.
something I know it's a Capricorn.
I don't know that.
I just know it's my birthday.
You do. Stop acting. You do.
Carry on.
That rubbish coming.
Where did I get up to?
7-day bender.
No, man.
Yeah. So I was just out, I'm saying, just enjoying since the 26th. So up to I'll even say like to the 2nd. So I said, Bob, you know what? Let me actually start the new year. So I sat down and
Now up to the 3rd. Come on, don't cap.
probably up to the
You man was out in,
man's been out
in the Yardie rave on the Tuesday night at 4
Swear.
o'clock. Yeah.
man's been outside. So
You've been outside, bro.
Yeah, but you got to party as well, man.
You gotta do what you gotta do. It's your
enjoy life,
birthday,
man.
innit? You gotta enjoy life. So
Enjoy life, man.
Everyone's been enjoying life, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Trending topics, man. Seeing some things come online here and there.
Wait, we touched into the Kanye thing last ep.
Yeah, we touched into it.
Since then.
Yeah, he's moving
Like
wild.
Kim has broke his heart. I don't know what she's done to him, but she's done a madness.
He's lost his mind, bro.
What's happened?
He's just moving with that. Was it a model?
Whoever's got the rundown, state the rundown. Yeah.
It was an actress.
Was that
No, he had 2 things in the hotel there.
But one of them was an actress. Or is this separate?
It's separate.
separate?
He's moving.
This was after the New Year's, mate.
So I would be moving.
He's a billionaire. I think when you get to his level, you can actually do what you want.
For
But
real,
I
man,
think
copped
you
the
can
yard,
do what you want.
across the road.
Yeah,
now
he's not. No, you're doing. He's having fun.
Or Kanye?
Yeah.
In the hotel?
Yeah. Was it? No, I won't even know.
No. It was in like a restaurant with one
I
thing.
was doing the full
And
photo
he was
shoot.
he was posed up.
I saw him
So
on the balcony with the 2 guys.
no, there's a different one with
There's
another
another
thing.
one. I ain't seen that one. I ain't seen the one with the 2 girls. Just
What do you feel like he's doing it on purpose to get?
He's just enjoying life.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think he just tapped.
He's a type G. Have you seen that video when he's like, I want to buy the earth and get bees and work, get mechanical bees?
And had the
Yeah, he's smoking the Cali still.
He's been on the Cali from young still.
What else has happened? Jason Derulo getting into madness.
What happened with
I
that?
ain't
I
seen
didn't
that,
even
though.
see it properly.
I was
What's
hearing
that?
the
Did someone call him Usher?
Yeah, so where was it? I think it was at airport.
I think it was at the airport.
He's walking through, and then someone's called him Usher or something, and then man just banged him or started fighting for some reason. And then that went viral. So
Yeah, with a violation though.
That's not a violation.
That's not a violation.
My man's so corny that I feel like he could have set that all up himself.
No, but I see an interview of him saying that how he's not like these other singers or even the other rappers. Like he's really about it. Like
Nah, I can't see it still.
Nah,
but that's what he said. He said even though like I enjoy myself on a day to day and
I'm punching that up.
When it comes to it, when it
say you're punching up Jason Derulo.
Punching up.
Yeah, no, I'm with you still.
Nah, he'll get knocked out still.
I've seen him.
He's actually slightly like, you get me? It's not that thing. So if he violates, he's
Who was
violating.
the other rapper I see fighting as well? I think was it Lil Nas? Not Lil Nas.
Or what? You're checking in on
Where's
Lil
the hat?
Nas?
Hold on, where's the hat?
You got one more.
It's the Morgan.
Man's checking in on Lil Nas.
Lil Uzi was trying to fight some
You
youth.
saying you're locked in with Lil Nas X?
Never. God
Man is
forbid.
checking in.
Astaghfirullah, man.
Why, innit? Why?
It's the juice. So.
What do you man think about Maya Jama? I got a little crush on her still. So
She's a joke.
this one burnt me. A
that
piece.
hurts still.
When did
She's a nice.
You know why it hurts more? 'Cause
but wait. He's African, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, she's Mali. She's Mali still.
You're booking the Uber, man. You're booking the Uber.
She's
bro.
Mali.
Next
Don't
one,
tell
you're
me she's
booking
not
the
Leng,
Uber.
because you know she's Leng.
Yeah,
She's Somalian.
She's Mali.
proper. I've got a big crush on her. So
That's good food.
like,
though.
she's
That's good food.
she's good.
But what?
But
Banana.
There's no
man.
but. There's no but. You know
But
that.
yeah, there's no but still. She's good food.
Nah, she's
but
serious.
that's it, innit? That's
How
that's
do you
the
feel
one.
about-
That's the one I've seen.
How do you feel about that? She's getting.
I'm upset
7
still.
months. I think on her half, it is a great comeback because it's your boss. Like, who do you know from ends who's patterned a basketball player? I don't know anyone in it.
And we're getting engaged, yeah?
Engaged after
engaged.
7 months. I'm burnt. I saw her. Like
I saw it and I was like, unfollow.
Yeah,
That's
with
literally
you.
what I
I
done.
did the same thing still.
I was like, all right, now it's just dead. Whatever dream.
Can't remember.
always dead.
Yeah, but whatever dreams I had, it's now
Now
just.
you had a
complete-
chance before.
No, I'm
100%.
joking, I'm joking.
100%.
You never know how life goes,
100%.
innit? Man
I thought I had
could,
a chance.
man might fly out there, do the 1v1 with Ben.
Ben Simmons.
You know when we had thingy shoot, the first one.
That's a thingy. I'm right.
Local, yeah, that's so. Man saw her, innit?
That's a figure right here.
I was driving, and then I'm seeing a ting. I'm thinking, oh, who's this ting here? I looked again, and she looked at me, and it was Maya Jama. I was thinking, rah. So I spun it round again. I said, Maya, what are you saying? You're right. She said, yeah. And she just walked back into the yard. I was thinking, oh, damn it.
What was you whipping?
Bro, it doesn't matter, man. It had 4 wheels. Yeah, I had the Corsa. Let me. Black tints.
4 wheels, 3 doors.
You did have black tints back then.
Man had the tints, man.
You didn't have black tints back then.
I had the tints, bro.
That was a aquarium back then. What do you mean?
Either way, the windows were down. She saw me.
To Maya.
We made eye contact, but
Shout
shout
out.
out.
Shout out to
Don't you
Maya
man think that's a bit early? Would you man propose to
7
a thing that
months
early?
is-
I think if
Mad.
it's Maya, it's
Probably
not,
a
it isn't
TP.
wild.
No,
to
but
me.
deep, you're Ben Simmons status.
Yeah, he's probably. But you know, with them man have dealt with a lot. So for them man, like, are dealing with over a lifetime, they've dealt with like in the first couple of
Isn't
years.
she kind of fucking with his game though?
Yeah, apparently he's been moving mad in training.
Yeah, but what fam?
That's where he's been.
He's an NBA player.
Nah,
Them man get.
apparently he's
different
been
bread.
like on his phone in training.
Them man
and
get
that.
different bread. You probably don't even watch the match. You probably don't even know how to play. You probably don't even know what happens in basketball.
Probably don't even know he's a basketball.
Yeah, he probably just doesn't know. Like his paycheck is healthy still.
Nah, yeah, I'm not deep.
He's good. He can provide for the kids and everything. At the end
7
of the day,
months.
For the
he's
kids,
nice.
kids, everything. So
I feel like that's what things look at as well.
Is it just a money pattern then?
I think
It's a
personally,
business move.
I can't lie. An NBA player is probably one of the best moves you could do.
Not a footballer.
Probably better than a footballer still.
Really?
No, I feel
I
like
think-
it's just money. Like,
Yeah, what, you-
nah, but being,
like,
being
that's
from the
the thing.
UK to go to
These
America.
men are just doing the weird thing.
She's trying to grab
Come
LeBron.
with the weird thing. And they need to stop taking shots.
I'm done still.
Is that your goal, yeah? Trying to find the ball.
My goal is to be an NBA player, not Mario.
Respect.
But
I
if
respect it still.
Second option.
Second option, yeah. No, I'm
Marrying.
joking. No, I'm joking. But yeah, no.
moving.
Well, has anyone seen anything?
You
Any other
said
album?
Bolt's got an album pending. Are you saying you man locking in with that?
No, I didn't even listen to the first. I swear it's his second album.
Yeah, second.
Didn't even listen to the first.
I didn't even know he was bringing that
I
up.
think they just start having fun when they get to.
I know he done music, but yeah, I ain't even listened to the first.
Wasn't he a footballer?
Yeah, he done.
Mm.
Well, you know when you reach that level,
You can just do
well,
anything.
Oyster, you can just tap into it, and the amount of connections you have. Like I swear he did he play for United or something? He done a game.
No,
for
he's-
United?
No.
I think he went training.
That's what man's literally
And
saying.
One of us winning a trophy. You know what I mean? Like he's just privileged where the world's his oyster. You know what I'm saying? He's got-
That's what I'm literally saying. I think it's just getting to a point where man them are just getting so rich they can just do what they want now.
But if everyone here saw real bread, yeah, that's what you'd be on. You just explore.
You just start taking the mick, yeah.
You just start exploring your
That's what
different.
Kanye's on, innit?
interests. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't be surprised if Kanye's the Brooklyn Nets starting 5 next week. I'm not even lying.
I feel like music's like an art though, so I don't feel like man them can just get me.
In fact, you've actually got to be
like
good at
obviously with the sports thing it's different because you can switch between sports.
you
But with
see-
music, man can't just be like, oh, I'm in the song.
Yeah, but you see, like probably way before he loved running or being an athlete,
Music was probably his
music was
thing.
like you see in Jamaica, like it's a part of their.
It's a culture.
It's true. So music's a part of all of our
you know what I'm
culture.
saying? So music probably one of his first loves or first passions.
You have a lot of sports like who do music. A lot of
Memphis Depay's got a
yeah, a couple NBA players are doing the.
Did you see the Lukaku one?
Lukaku's got a
Have you seen that?
He needs to leave it.
Yeah, he needs to.
couple man have got
You're
a couple
tripping,
tunes.
dog. That's what you say.
Is that what he said?
You say something like that.
But he's with Rock
he's like,
Nation,
you're
though, innit?
tripping, dog.
Is it?
How do you feel the direction of this question? Like, how do you feel the saying that you've been in the music industry and that you've been in that game? How do you feel now? Is it a thing where it's mostly to do with image or talent now? How is it looked at?
I can tell you for free right now, it's not nothing to do with talent. It's about what's popular on TikTok. If you got a song that's
Right now, as in today.
yeah, today, like right now, as in today. If you like labels are way past the stage where they're developing talent.
It's
Or
what can make
they
the
see,
money.
They see potential in you, and they're gonna invest in and develop you. Nah, it's like you gotta be let me not say the finished product, because ideally they want to get you to the finished product, as in terms of being like a selling loads of singles and getting you charting, but they want you to be the finished product in terms of already being a viral sensation. So you're way better off getting your song popping on TikTok than anywhere else, or do you know what I'm saying, or thinking about the creativity or the artistry of your actual song.
Do you feel like that links to the quality of music?
Yeah, of course. But don't get me wrong. A lot of these young guys, I like some of these. Like, man's not even on TikTok, but I like some of these songs.
What's a couple recent ones you've been fucking with on TikTok?
Like, so the Switch OTR, and
Shout
even
out.
that remix. I think, what day is it? Friday. So I didn't check the charts, but I think it was meant to go number 5.
They got it still.
They got
Is
it.
it?
Number 5. So
Big them
I'm
up.
saying, since they've done the remix with Lowski and Bando K, they and A1 and J1, they're big as well. They carry weight as well.
I feel like with a lot of men, for example, A1 and J1, I think I actually like a few of their things.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
They're not too bad artists, but
Like, it's melodic.
yeah, I feel like it's more like you might hear a person who's actually talented nowadays
Yeah.
and not take them in, but
Yeah.
once they're catchy and you can kind of like, oh, that song's just been in my head, it actually blows more.
But you know what it is?
And a
Because
lot
it's been
more people
pushed in
are-
our face so much. You
Yeah.
can't not like it.
Yeah.
Because you can literally just be on TikTok, you
But
hear
the
the
thing
same
is,
song
it's only
come
in
up
our
so many
face
times.
because it's catchy.
Yeah,
It's only in our face.
Yeah,
because
it's
it's
true.
catchy.
But then cool. And then okay, cool. So you've got the TikTok, and I'm telling you, a lot more artists. If you want to base success on being signed, then you've got a lot more artists from TikTok that are becoming more successful.
Yeah.
But then you've got you heard that Hazey guy, the guy from Liverpool.
Yeah, I heard his freestyle story, yeah.
In the box, like,
Yeah.
where makes these packs and potions?
Yeah.
He's serious.
He's
But
heavy.
yeah.
He's flexy still.
Like, he's got a lot of interest in the scene as well, right? And that's off raw talent. Not
Yeah.
to say that these lot don't have raw talent, but these lot got discovered through TikTok. He's been discovered from more of a culture platform like Black Box. You know what I'm saying?
Cypher,
Like,
innit?
freestyle
Yeah.
cypher, so it's like I would say it's like 10 of them, and then one of Hazey. So 10 TikTok artists and one
of him. Yeah.
Just pure talent.
I think it's a wild game because man could be good, but if man's not big on TikTok,
Or he's not getting the
people don't
recognition
see
he needs.
that's
You don't
good.
see
You
it.
get what I'm saying? It's a bit,
Because they follow the crowd.
yeah.
They just follow what's already good. They don't look out for new artists or nothing like that.
The game is kind of wild still, but
Was that for example?
But it's the same thing though. Sorry to cut you, but like
You're gone.
at one point it's like labels are only signing things. Right, if you got 1 million views on GRM, you know like the label's gonna hit you up. So it just changes. It's the same thing, but it just changes era and platform. So before TikTok, it was GRM. Do you know what I'm saying? Before GRM, Link Up. Before Link Up, SB. And the criteria changes, but it's the same method. It's like where are the kids? What are the kids listening to? And where's the most traction? Do you know what I'm saying?
It's where's the most money as well for them lot as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like as well, the talent aspect of it has kind of got drawn out as well. Because for example, I don't really mess with a lot of UK artists in it, but one guy I mess with, Clavish in it. You probably heard of him.
Yeah.
I think he's actually like cold, like when I hear him, I'm like, this guy's actually
He's actually
wavy.
talented.
He's actually,
Very, very talented.
like the way man's like, I ain't heard that,
And he's mad
type
different.
of flow in a while.
It took me a little while to get into Clavish,
Same.
but his last like 3 releases, like I see how he comes. It's very effortless.
It's
It's
it's clean. It's his own style. But I feel like him, I feel like he should be getting the same love that a lot of men are getting, but he's
coming,
not.
though. I think this year.
But I feel like he's
artists
coming.
that are bigger than Cam.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's always gonna be that because Hardy
a commercial man.
is more commercial.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Tavish is rapping about the roads, isn't it?
I see you nodding your head. I heard you that. Kamal.
Kamal's a big RD.
You see on the Spotify rap up.
top 1%.
His top 1% was
Is
RD.
that what you're doing me, yeah?
It's mad. In Issa, you know, we all went Issa.
Yeah.
It was we was in like the VIP area, and then Cam was just behind the DJ, like showing him the RD.
Can you play this? Can you?
I run this one
the
next, bro. Run this one.
That's my guy still. I respect RD.
Nah, RD's hard still.
Do you think he'll have a big 2022?
No.
I feel like them man start fading after a while.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
you
They'll
have a
fade.
big-
Just like, we've seen H. Where's H gone right now?
Yeah.
The man will
But
get their
He's
bag.
still racking it in.
I
Though.
feel like it's a cycle. Yeah, he'll be racking it in, but silently, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like 2022, we're probably going to find or see another breakthrough artist who none of us knew about beforehand.
Every year there's.
And it's just going to be pushed in our face, isn't it?
So what do you man feel like linked to kind of the TikTok artists and stuff like that? Do you feel like, how do I say it? Do you feel like labels kind of take the jobs of managers nowadays? So a man don't really need a manager anymore. If he blows on TikTok, man can just go straight to the label. Or do you feel like the managers are still necessary?
I don't know. I'd say the managers are still necessary, just in terms of building that bridge with the label and the artist. Do you know what I mean?
But I feel like our manager's a guide, isn't it? I feel like because you're gonna have labels shouting you. Man could be like, "Yeah, I'll dash you 200 grand right now, 10 albums, I've got you." And the thing is, obviously, because you're new, you're gonna be like 200 grand. Some man as well are coming up from a place where it's like no one's really showing them the angle, so they might look at 200 grand and be like, "Raw, man can change my mum's life with that."
Yeah.
Or something raw that I'm taking that in it. But there'll be a thing where the manager will kind of tell you, "Chill, do another tune." And
Really
trust me,
think
you'll
about
get that mil,
Yeah,
you'll get that 2 mil. Trust me, I can get you that 2 mil if you just listen to man. I feel like managers are a key part. But what say would you have on it? Do you feel like how do you feel like labels are in this industry? Because another trending thing, it might not even be trending anymore, but a while ago I was hearing that I think it was Conan. He was talking about basically don't know, like apparently like he went to one label meeting and someone called him and
Oh, it
said
was
that
his
he was hearing
manager.
like the demon
Yeah.
voice or something coming out. Do you man remember that?
Apparently, he called his manager.
Yeah, and
then
the label.
He
No, I
heard a
feel-
demon voice, and the demon voice was saying, "Yeah, sign the deal,
Yeah.
or something like that." Just mad.
What's the industry like? Is it mad? Do you feel like it's got that aspect to it? in
So
some
with
places?
the Crypt and Conan situation, I'd say they are one of the pioneers in it. So when they were signing a deal, deals weren't normal to the mandem. So I don't know. I didn't know them, whoever their manager was at the time. But I can maybe understand the situation they were in, like in terms of pressure. Like a deal for the mandem to get a deal was unheard of. They were one of the very first to sign a deal. So I could probably understand the excitement on the manager's behalf to be a part of like one of like the mandem and then getting signed. Obviously, man don't know the situation.
Yeah.
You can't really talk on the whole demon voice. That's what but those are Conan's words himself. But in terms of now, deals are normal things. You know what I'm saying? That.
Do you feel like there's man signing themselves up? Well, not necessarily man them that you know, but do you feel like it can be a thing where man them actually signing themselves away?
Signing their life away.
Nah.
Do you feel like that's just a chat?
It's a chat, yeah. How you interpret it. So like when you say signing your life away or signing your soul, like some people think of like the Illuminati and sacrifice and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But even with these percentages, the 80-20, it's daylight robbery. That is, so people could say you're selling yourself. Just
As in terms of you're selling it away.
As it's not nothing to do with the demons, but that's just a reference.
Yeah. No, there ain't nothing. Maybe obviously the level where the man I'm at, like maybe I don't know if you're like Ed Sheeran or Adele or where you're really making an impact on globally. Then you might have different people approaching you and having different conversations with you. But at our level, nah, bro, you're just a fish in the pond. You know what I'm saying? There's another one of you around next week. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be another song that blows on TikTok next week and they get signed and you get dropped in a year and you know what I'm saying? Until you're like Ed Sheeran or Coldplay or Adele that they're under now, Elton John and they're around there, maybe them man are having different conversations. Even Stormzy might be having different conversations because you've got different people interested and different powers interested in you because they know you're really a voice that makes an impact. But in terms of like the mandem and the normal scene, no. The only interpretation I can see about selling your soul is about what you're because you're giving your masters away. You're giving away your intellectual property. You know when I say intellectual. You're giving your intellectual property away for really peanuts. And it's like if we had the know-how and you stayed independent, you would make 10 times whatever these labels are offering you. But a lot of us, like we said,
that comes back to like having good management. Though.
But that's what I'm saying. A lot of us are coming from nothing.
Yeah.
So when you, like you said, when you see 200k, you're thinking, I've never even dreamt of 200k. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man are in the ends trying to make 10 bags. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you're seeing 200k, you're thinking, yeah, this can really change my mum's life. But then, like I said, the know-how's not there because from that 200k, you got to pay your management commission. Which is, let's say, standard 20%. You got to pay your taxes. If you haven't received the money in a business account, then you're going to receive it in your personal account, and you're going to be taxed like a 40% tax rate as opposed to 20% corporation tax. Like,
the viewers are probably thinking, how do you know?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So basically, long story short, when you sign for 200 bags, what you're going to see of it is probably going to be like 80 bags. And then you're thinking, wow, is 80 bags really going to change my life?
You're getting 80 back and you're thinking, 80?
Thinking,
thinking, how did it get to 200?
Where's my 200?
But I feel like this is a good knowledge, but getting into the exciting stuff, I want to know, man, come on, we know you've managed some names, innit? We know you've managed some names, so...
The way you just explained everything just shows
the people,
you know.
Tell us some names. Tell us some names.
Well,
or the one name.
Cool. So I'll say I started the music industry when I was in uni, and I was managing Hardy Caprio.
Let's give him a clap. Let's just pause there. Let's start on Hardy Caprio. So he was obviously, we know he's from the ends.
Yeah.
You get me? He's one of the mandem from the ends.
Big
that
him up,
made
so.
it. You don't know. You might not even know this is the man. One of the man behind it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we know obviously his first tune that kind of blew was with One Nation.
Yeah.
What was it? Unsigned. Yeah.
Unsigned. So how did that come about? Really?
So from what I can remember, him and Asen probably connected through probably like Twitter them times.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe Twitter DMs. But yeah, they were just collabing. And then I remember we was in our like Hardy showed me about the song. And I was like, yeah, it's a nice song. But I'll be real with you, I didn't obviously I thought it was a nice song, but I never ever expected it to do
go
what
that
it was
big.
gonna
Swear.
do. But he always did believe it was gonna do what it done.
Mm-hmm.
And then we was in the height of like exams. We was in our third year. We were studying and revising. So once we had finished our exams, I think maybe like 2 days after we had flown to Barca, and we shot the video in Barca.
What the man? Wait, it's not that easy to just fly to the next country during exams.
No. So we just finished. So we waited for exams to finish.
So it was like a mandem holiday. But
Yeah. So it was a bit of like, yeah, cool. We finished exams now.
celebration.
Yeah, this was our final year. This was our final year. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'd finished exams because we was focused on uni. Because uni was always important to man. Man was always going to make sure we done well in uni. So we finished our exams and then we flew out. We arranged the flats and that flew out with our cameraman and the mandem and Asen, and then we shot the film. We shot the music video, but them times there it wasn't pattern like you see like a lot of the videos you don't see now. You have a whole production team behind it, where every little aspect that you see of the video has been planned. It's been budgeted for. It's been arranged. The cars, the girls, the models. We was nowhere in that space. So we've just flown out of our cameraman and we're just freestyling it. We're just walking around Barcelona. We found 2 girls. We asked them if she want to be in the video. We went to the beach. We're just getting different little aspects.
Yeah, cause what I can remember from the vid, you man was just out there, just having fun,
living the best life, literally.
Euros or nothing.
No. That was way before we even.
No rollies or nothing. Just straight.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like that's what I said at the beginning. Like when I come into it, it was kind of. I would say like the Young Banes, the Kojos, they were before us. Obviously the Husses, but then we started bubbling around. Like I'll say Bane, Hardy, Notes, like with Addison Lee, like we started bubbling all that. This is roughly around the same time. That's when
the UK scene was really
that's when I
popping.
feel like our UK scene. Really
I think that was the best time.
Best,
value,
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? We started charting and So yeah, so we've done the video, we've released it, and then like it's just a bad feeling. It's just like, oh yeah, you just
It blew up.
yeah, you just wake up one day, it's like, bro, 100k views.
So what was the first mad moment in terms of views wise?
I think it was when it reached 100k. I can't remember how quickly it reached 100k, but it's not even that. Like when you're like, you just see the difference. It's the Twitter mentions. It's the
Hearing the song.
Yeah, I think the maddest one for me is when I first heard it on radio.
Yeah.
When I heard it, when I first heard it on radio, I was thinking, "Raw, man's on radio."
Yeah.
And this is before we even assembled a team.
Yeah.
But that's the next story, like how you now start to work a song and work a hit.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had Unsigned.
Because that charted as well, innit?
Yeah, so I think it first went. Obviously, I know it went top 40, but I think the first week it might have been in the 70s, and then from 70s jumped straight up into the 50s, jumped like 20 places, and then we're thinking, raw. But at these times, obviously, we don't really know. Like, we know what a top 40 means, but we don't really... It's when the industry... It's when these labels... I remember I got an email from... Oh, no, I got a call. As soon as I walked out of my last exam in uni, I got a call from one of the labels just wanted to really meet us. And I was like, yeah, like, one of these A&Rs, it's my good friend now, a guy called Lunit. And I was like, yeah, bro, like, you gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? You gotta wait. Man, just finished our exams. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, hold on. You just locked it off.
Bro, because at that point...
Is that the first mad call you've got?
Yeah, at that point, uni was
Priority.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because at that point, man, that was the only that was the only clear path man saw to progressing in life. And you just spent 3 years in uni, so it's like man's not gonna just
Don't waste it.
You know what I'm saying? We're actually at the end of it. Let me just focus. But that's how I talk about discipline and stuff like that. So let me just focus. But even that, having that conversation with him, he was like, "Bro, these lot are really serious." You know what I'm saying? These lot have their goals already clearly set out. You know? To tell you a man to wait when you know he's offering you money, it's a serious.
It's a big move.
That's a boss move because you know that
Man knows the
popping
worth.
off.
You know your worth.
You know this.
Especially
Popping off. You're not going to be the only
ends
man
as well. Saying that.
But don't get me wrong. It's not like now. Like back then, I didn't know the value of a song popping off. I just knew we were popping. But it's when it's all the labels start calling or emailing you and shouting you, and that's you're like, raw, like this is really a thing.
Are you saying any names? Any label names?
Yeah, every label, like, so you lot won't know, but there's obviously High Street Kensington, which is in West London, and along that you have Universal at one end, you have Sony at the other end, and then next to Sony you have Warner. So these are the three big labels: Warner Brothers, Sony, and Universal. These are the people that run the music industry in the whole entire world. And I remember just doing back-to-back meetings with labels. So you go to
on the same strip.
They're on the same strip.
You literally just walk down the high street. It's a long high street, but it's literally like you'll go to Universal. Inside Universal, you have these like Island, Virgin, Polydor, like these. You have labels within the whole label, and then it's at Sony. You have Columbia, RCA, Black Butter. All of these people, all of these labels are home to some of our rappers or artists that we listen to. But you literally, it gets tiring. I remember you're like every day it's the same thing. You're just doing these back-to-back meetings. Eventually, you got to the point where man's not meeting you anymore because everyone's saying the same thing.
What was the maddest? Yeah. What was the maddest? I don't know if you can discuss. What was the maddest offer they slapped down for you, man? Would you say?
If you can.
Yeah, no, I don't think. It's so long ago, I can't remember. But all I can say, I remember the deal that we signed at the time was unheard of.
Yeah.
Like, I remember other people saying, "What? You got offered that?"
Yeah.
Like, the deal that we signed at the time was crazy. In hindsight, now it's dead. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back then.
Yeah, but back then it was like, "Raw, you don't really like the label that signed us, Virgin." Like basically kind of really pushed the boat out.
And then that was all more or less from the first tune.
Literally, from Unsigned.
And then after that, you man had to probably produce a next banger.
Yeah.
Was it Best Life?
So straight after that, no, so between us signing and having Unsigned, we had another song called Super Soul Car.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that went off as well.
Yeah,
So yeah,
really
Summer
well.
banger.
Yeah, that was that. Yeah, so that was doing really well. And then we had a few like smaller songs, but then the next big hit after that was Best Life, which was like the following summer. So that's how that narrative started getting created. Like, oh yeah, summer hit.
he's the summer hit, Hardy. Yeah.
Hardy and Ace had the summer bangers. And then we went off script and we had that big hit with Dig That.
Yeah.
That was like the drill.
That went off.
Yeah.
But that was like I would say like Hardy and Dig That kind of. That was like the pioneering of like the, I would say like the melodic drill.
Yeah, no,
I'm
definitely.
saying like the singing hook on a drill song.
Yeah.
And I know Dig That song was like, I think Air Force was like one of the first to go top 20. I think the first drill song to go top 20.
Okay.
But then I believe Guten Tag went top 20 in the first week. But it was big, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Guten Tag
big.
was big still.
I remember this. I remember that. I remember.
The song was heavy still.
Yeah.
I remember that seeing Hardy and Dig That. I was like, raw.
That's not a collab you would think
Yeah.
of. But
Yeah,
the song actually banged.
Yeah.
You see that collab? Was that one you had to think of, like clearly, or was it just?
That was all Hardy.
Is it?
Yeah. That was all Hardy. That was all Hardy.
You also had another artist who actually produced.
Producer. Yeah.
Give us a little backstory of him.
So I manage
and what he actually produced that went big.
Yeah. So cool. So I don't actually manage Hardy anymore. But I manage my producer Mocha Billions. and his first actual hit was Unsigned. So that's how I found him through Hardy. Hardy found him on YouTube, and then he produced Unsigned, and then we kind of connected, and then we were just going through that. So Unsigned was his first big hit, and then we had the big hit, which was Rams Barking, and that was massive. That went number 2 in the charts. So that was just massive. But for him, that was like, I can't remember the dates, but it wasn't too long after Unsigned. So I think Unsigned was released in like May.
So you had both of them kind of bubbling at the time. So they were both two bubbling artists.
Yeah.
What do you feel like the I don't know, again, what do you feel like was hard about working with big artists? Because I don't know if you may want to say it, I don't know if it's true, but I feel like once artists get to a certain point or a certain level, they kind of feel like, rah, man's doing all of this.
I'm so big. Well,
how do they start looking at? How do you feel like there was any a point where it's like man's kind of like neglecting you or kind of not looking for that anymore because he's so big? Anyone would really get big headed, kind of in a way, or their ego will come out.
No,
you feel like you ever saw that?
I never saw that. I think they even become more dependent.
They became more dependent
because it's like, because their ego grows. So one thing I'll say about every creative, whether you're a musician, like actual artist in terms of like painting, or anyone that's a creative, they have an ego, and their work is their art is their baby. So a lot of these artists. So even as a producer, your beats is your work and it's your art, and you have an ego over that. Artists have an ego over their songs. So the biggest thing is about managing egos. But I feel like the clients become more dependent because they're getting literally hit up left, right, and center. So unless they need someone to fall onto just to navigate through it, because a lot of artists, no matter how much they think or how much how highly they think of themselves in terms of like their business acumen, or like at the end of the day, you're really an artist. Don't get me wrong, a lot of artists do have business acumen, and that's how they reach so far. But that's why they have managers to really just focus on that, on the business side of things, and they focus on the artist side of things.
No, I hear that.
Is there like a dramatic difference between working with producer and actual artist?
Yeah. Work, like in terms of workload. So with a producer, the core of a producer is boom, studio, get sessions for the producer, get them in the studio together, make something, and then you leave it to the artist to then release the song, and cool. Of course, if you want to start building your producer's profile, you'll start doing maybe like press shoots or increasing their public image. So like you lot will know of like a TSB. You know TSB?
No, yeah.
What, the bank?
No, the producer. There's a producer called TSB.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
J5.
Yeah,
You know,
J5 big.
So like Huss's producer. So like these guys have like actual public profiles. So you can start getting to that side of things where you start doing media and interviews and press like photos, and you start building a public image for yourself. But before all of that, you just got to manage the actual making of the songs, and that isn't too bad. Whereas with a rap or artist now,
it's a bit.
You got making of the songs, you got shows, you got interviews, you got press, you got photo shoots, you've got how the label perceived them. All of these things are part of the day-to-day runnings of an artist. Whereas if you're a producer, you just got to make sure he's getting in the studio and he's working. You know what I'm saying?
But you know who's kind of changed that? Fumes. He's been doing a madness still.
Yeah.
I don't know if you man seen it. Fumes the engineer.
Yeah.
He's been doing.
Well.
Yeah,
He's a producer.
He's just a producer still, or engineer. Yeah, he does his beats, but he's been doing crazy numbers still. He went and grabbed himself at Euros.
Oh, he's moving.
That's how mad he's been moving.
Yeah.
Everyone
we got a little segment though where we give you a little scenario now. We ain't got our main guy here today, but we got the
He sent me a couple over still.
Send you a couple over.
Yeah.
Lick them down.
On the run, the first one. Cool. You've capped to a girl, so you've met a girl, you've capped to her saying you know how to drive, whatever, whatnot.
When you say you, like,
Us, the man, then.
Personal.
Yeah, so you're putting yourself in this position, innit? She pulls up with a manual car and then says she's too drunk to drive, innit? And she's damn near passing out. What do you do?
I'm doing a cams. I'm saying I'll put the Uber.
But she's expecting you to drive the car, innit?
She don't remember.
It's funny.
I'll just say I'm drunk.
It's funny because I've got a story for this.
Swear.
Oh God.
I'll go last because this actually happened to me.
Swear down.
But
Yeah,
man,
go on.
look first. I want to hear what you look.
What can you
I'm trying
really
to think,
do?
I'm
though?
trying to
I'll tell
think
you what
still.
I actually done.
It's got to drive in
What
first
could you? What
gear.
would you do?
Drive in first gear.
If I'm in that if I'm in that situation, I'm just gonna act like I'm too drunk to drive as well.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
what
gonna
I'm saying.
sort
No, 100.
That's why you're my brother.
I don't know. No, you gotta drive. Still, my pride will be telling
But you
me I
just
have
don't
to
know
drive.
how.
Man's pride would be too high.
You're gonna
Yeah,
stall. You
well,
don't-
so-
Nah.
If she's drunk, she won't remember it.
No,
So
but
man
you
will
won't
be
get far.
stalling.
Gear one.
Man will literally
Bare
come
revving.
out like. It depends on the angle. Like if she's
Man's
come,
going into the corner and gear.
yeah, man's like, man will just be moving mad with it. Can't be like raw. She won't remember the drive.
Bare gas being wasted.
Like, are we completely like we don't know what to do at all with
You don't
a
know
manual
how to
car.
drive. You've
I'm
never
never driven
driven.
car still. I'll just be like to her. I'll be like to her. Oh no, I'm not whizzing it because man's gonna get stopped. Might get my license taken. I come with
Nah,
the
then she's
rubbish.
just gonna.
But then she's gonna think
She
you're
can
moist.
because then at the end of the day,
Imagine it's a 10-10.
end of the day,
10,
bro.
10.
Would you rather? Okay, cool. So when she wakes up and you're flipping in the X4 across the street, and you're talking about insurance papers, she's waking up and you're running away and shit. Like, bro, allow it, fam. I'd rather just go in backyard about 10-10.
10-10.
Shut
You're
up.
not gonna
Tell
try
man,
and drive it.
Tell man what happened. So I ain't
Nah,
touching
I want to
the
hear
car,
what
fam.
Kamal
It's not a
done.
mad story. So it's just so man must have gone to Top Golf. I wouldn't say a 10-10.
7,
Careful.
No, probably about 8.
8.
8's 9.
That's high though.
But that's high, you know.
That's high.
6 is average.
6 is
above
is apparently an 8.
I can show
I
you
want
the
you to
after.
know that.
Innit? We can do receipts after. But anyhow, so when I met this girl, imagine I bucked her like we was at a party. I bucked her in a smoking area, and I'm talking to her, whatever. And then her brethren's come out of nowhere and said, "No, I've had enough of men taking advantage of my friend." She's gone, "Have you got your own house? Have you got your own car? Have you got your own all of this stuff?" And I'm just saying, because I'm trying to pattern the thing. Yeah, I've got all of that. I don't have none of that. I'm just saying, I've got all of that, innit? And now the day's come, innit? I've gone to meet the girl. So we've gone to Chigwell, like up in Essex, innit? Top Golf. This was recent as well, like summer times.
Come on, you're active, man.
Huh?
See, you're active.
Big pattern.
I'm single. So I do what I want. Literally. But yeah, so we're there. Cocktail, you lot been Top Golf, innit? You know what it's
Cop
like,
golf.
innit? You
Cop golf.
cocktails, all of that stuff.
Ross.
You know what I mean?
I've never heard of cop
So we was
golf.
there for a few hours, innit?
What are you looking?
Let me talk. So we're there for a few hours now.
A man's hitting balls.
Pause.
Big pause.
Big
Big
pause.
why. But yeah, we're doing what we're doing. And now it's home time now, innit? Got to the car, obviously she's driven. She said like, yo, I'm too drunk to drive.
And you're at
This
Top Golf.
stuff. We're at Top Golf.
Chigwell.
And we got to get back to the ends.
What, she got a manual whip here?
Manual.
What time is it?
It's not too
Bro,
late.
You know,
It's like,
you know, if you got no driving experience, manual or automatic, it's gonna be a door.
gonna be,
You're
yeah.
not gonna get behind that.
no, auto.
If it's
I-
auto, man's
I
running
would've went it.
still.
Auto,
From
I've
Essex,
been-
you're
I've
gonna
been
go on
to-
the
Yeah, yeah,
You're
100.
gonna go on the M-Way.
Oh, man's
Or
done
the
that
Joe
already.
Carroll.
Man's done it already.
Wow.
Not from,
Self-snitching.
not from
Don't incriminate
fucking
yourself.
Chigwell. Man's done some trips when I shouldn't have. Put it like that. But anyhow, it's a manual Fiat 500.
Oh,
Man's
And that gear
I'm not even jumping in the.
No, but that gear
I'm not
sticks
even jumping in the
up.
dirt steep.
So knowing already, yeah. So
every gear stick to me is foreign because I don't know. So, and
wait. So you actually don't have to drive like period.
huh?
So you don't have to drive like.
No, I haven't taken. I'm not a driver.
So you've never slapped the car in gear
Well,
one,
I have,
gear two.
but legally, no.
No.
Like that, innit?
He just
But
told you he's
anyhow-
made trips.
Anyhow, so we've got back to the car now. She's moving sloppy. She's like, I'm too drunk to drive. Like, it's an hour drive back to the ends. Can you just drive for me? But when I met this girl, as I said, so her brethren's
Know how to
in
drive.
the smoking area doing all of this. So I've had to come on I'm on the ban. Ban.
I can't lie.
Hard still, yeah.
That's a smart one.
That's smooth.
Ban.
That's
I got
smooth.
caught smoke driving, all of that crap there.
That's smooth still.
She's saying, look, it's fine. I'm in the car. I've got my license. I'm insured. If anyone pulls us, then you just say, look, she's too drunk to drive.
Don't
You
worry.
know what I mean?
Don't worry like
Obviously,
that.
don't
What
worry.
colour was she? What
What?
colour was she?
That doesn't matter. But anyhow, so,
Hey, Miles,
She
it's
had
a
a
Fiat
Fiat
500.
it's a Fiat 500.
It's a Fiat
that's probably
500.
everything you need to know.
Yeah.
A white one as well.
Oh, yeah.
Was
A grey one.
was she home for Love Island?
Oh, so is that what
Was she
you're
home
doing?
for Love Island?
Is that wait? So
Was
what
she
is
home
that?
for
What
Love
is that?
Island,
What
bro?
you're doing?
You're home for
Is
Love
that what you're doing?
What do you mean? What?
So you're doing a great. So
Fiat
you're doing a white
500.
Fiat 500. There's only one girl that's getting in that car.
Well, that's what car she's in. You take that how you want.
And
to take
Now,
it.
what do you mean? That's what car she's
Hey,
in?
Miles,
I don't
the
want to
Fiat
hear
500.
that, 'cause
and they went
man
Chigwell.
was coming
Yeah.
before the ep, by the way. Man was coming with a bit of the backlash for Aquam. But
All right, so we can go there. What? You never dealt with we can go there, bro. What do you
what do you mean
mean?
we can go there? Have you ever dealt with a when?
Have you?
Have you?
I have.
He just said he has.
Last week.
Last
Have
week.
you?
Last week when?
Friday.
Friday.
Right, after the app. After last week.
What do you mean patterned it?
Patterned it.
Patterned it up fully.
Yeah, patterned it. What are you saying? Have you?
I don't know.
So why are you asking them questions?
I'm asking you a question. Who was in the Fiat 500?
Come on, man.
Innit?
I was your virgin.
Fiat 500.
Fair enough.
Anyhow, we've got to the whip now. She's asking
Man
me to
said
drive.
patterned it, you know.
She's asking me to
This guy
drive.
is violated.
I want to know where
Man
this story's
cheating
going.
girls
man.
like
I've said,
objects,
alright.
fam. Man said
I've said,
patterned it.
alright, calm. I'll drive, innit?
She got
I got in the whip. I got a bit nervous.
You actually got in the driver's seat?
Yeah, because this M way, we're far away from N, you know. So I'm saying, all right. But I'm thinking, like, no, I can't really.
You can't do, yeah, you can't do
really.
that. You
It's
can't do that.
dangerous.
That's a
Very
mash up.
dangerous. So I've just had to pull I'm drunker than her flex. So I've done.
You done the head
Fell
back.
out the whip.
No. Imagine we're mid conversation, yeah. So I'm saying, all right, put the sat nav. The sat nav, the S20. I bust my door now. I'm moving like I'm vomiting. That's calm. Like I'm not even a little bit close. I've had to move like I'm fast, bro.
Nah, I respect it. Still.
Fast.
Come on, it's gonna
Like,
be the
people like,
story time.
This
This is the story, guys. Still
So we've ended up just going into the back, and because
in the
I'm
Fiat
so-
500.
Because I'm so yacked, I can't even pretend to try and pattern. I'll be honest. So I've just had to act like I'm
You
sleeping.
need taken
almost.
care of. Basically.
I need taken care of it. So long story short, we've sat in the whip for almost 3 hours.
Oh
She's
my.
sobered up, and then she's driven me back home.
It's the finesse. So everyone give him a round of applause.
That's the end of the story.
No, that was
Don't
heavy.
ever
Still.
lie, innit?
Yeah, there's
Have you man ever lied to a girl and said
lied to a girl about what in general though. Like, what
Stuff like that.
Let these girls press you.
Bro, I lie all the time. So.
You lot must have had some lit.
I ain't never lied, still.
Like, have you lied to a thing and
You've
said
never
that?
lied to a girl.
What, like,
I lie all the time.
Like, something that I've done. Like I've never really lied about.
Something like that, like, wow, you don't drive, but yeah, man drives. Or you lied about the car you have. I know I have.
I haven't.
Yeah, you lied about the car you have.
No.
I have.
Is it?
What did you? What car did you say you had?
Why would you
Huh?
lie about the car you have if eventually she's gonna see the car?
Yeah, but
Oh.
just
You man was definitely lying to everything out there.
Well, the Boston, no. Because to them, remember, it's like you're in Europe, so to them, you should just say, well, it's not a lie if you say, yeah, man's from the UK and we're a rapper.
Even down to age, though.
No,
I've lied to people. yeah.
Oh,
I've lied to
I've
girls
done
about
the age.
The age
I've
thing,
done
I've
the
run
age
enough times.
But the age, you know, the age thing, like one time I met this, like she's 10 out of 10, and I was just like, raw. I was like,
You went.
you know, like when they're talking to you, innit? Like you want a pattern so badly, it's like whatever she says it is. So I think I was the same year as her as well. That's the mad thing. But she made me like a couple months. I was just like, yeah, no, man, same. My birthday was next 7 months or something. I was younger, and I was like, yeah, same. And then eventually, it just catches up to you, innit?
That's the worst.
Because it's like,
Oh.
so isn't your birthday? How are you turning? You got mandem, but back in these days now, innit? Mandem used to post, innit?
Got mandem posting and snap.
This is
Yeah.
back in the day.
That one's the
Had the
drawer.
18th,
That one's the
what?
drawer.
So man had
20.
like the 16th up straight. Yeah, more life.
I
with
done the one when I said to her thing, I don't know, I was drunk. I just said I was 22. She ran with it. Then we're on Snap, and she's like, I was like, what college do you go to? I found out we go to the same college, but I'm like 2 years younger. So it's like we've actually seen each other in college, but I just maneuvered a way where I avoided the question, and I got bagged in the end anyway.
You always get bagged in there.
But because you can't escape that.
You always get
Man, them just
I
don't
think
lie.
you're better off just not lying, man.
Sometimes you
If
have
really
to
got the
still.
sauce- if you really got the sauce about you, like even if you're a bit young for the girl, they're gonna hesitate, but they're gonna still give you the number.
Don't worry, I still got the number still.
Yeah, I'm
It's
saying
about
the
persistence.
lying thing, or you might put a 1 or 2 years on your age,
Yeah.
Maximum
But
2.
but just as a cheeky vibe.
Yeah.
And then when
Yeah.
you actually start talking to her,
You tell her the real deal.
Yeah, man, car. It's dead, man. The lying thing.
It depends if you want to take her serious though. If it's just a thing, I don't really care, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Obviously, you told us you managed a couple artists or producers and artists. So, what was your best memory from managing them artists? You must have a couple best moments or best highlights.
I think the
for
best
managing.
one was probably like tour, like as general like.
Who
Tour.
did you go on tour with?
When Hardy toured,
Mm.
we done like 8 different cities, and then I remember just going like Manchester, like because every city you go to, you might have an after party, and you're just fully patterned. Table,
It's mad because
you're the main person.
because your line is
Yeah.
literally I'm Hardy's manager.
You're the
Yeah,
main
yeah,
person.
So it's mad. Like at the end of the day, like them man will
But
be
you're-
catting.
the difference is, yeah,
You're his-
see,
you're
when
his
I was
manager.
out here,
Mhm.
I didn't like to be in the VIP section. I'd rather be in the mix.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying? Even when we're doing shows, I don't like to be backstage. I like to be in the crowd.
yeah.
So when I'm chatting to things, I'm not even giving them that angle like, oh yeah, I'm this manager, I'm that, because I don't want them to.
Oh
It's just a
yeah,
pride thing. I don't want them
fangirl.
to just fuck with me because of who I am.
Have you ever dropped that
who I'm
line?
meant to be? No.
But say it's a
I'll
Maya,
bring them
say
back
it's
to
a
the
Maya
section,
Jammer.
and then the man then might be like, yeah, that's the manager. And they're like,
Okay.
"Oh,
Have you seen
Yeah.
gal act different? 'Cause
Yeah.
you've seen-
I've got gal simply just off being the manager.
Swear.
Yeah.
What's the maddest thing you've seen in them kind of environments?
You must have seen something. man.
Or done?
Even on, especially
Girl,
on.
I know a couple of things just start flashing and that. They even
Yeah, all
come
of
with
that's
that
normal.
rubbish.
But I remember.
Normal.
Yeah. Bro, I remember.
I wish.
a gal giving, not me, but the man them.
Allegedly.
Yeah, no, not me, but gal that does. I remember the man
What,
them
not you?
having like a threesome. Man them having a threesome on tour. When I tell you, you're meeting these girls that night, you know, and no, the maddest thing is when a girl, I think we met her in one city. She obviously her and one of the men them got proper cool and friendly and that.
You wifed it basically.
No.
He was locked in too early.
She stayed on the
You know
tour
a few
bus
stories.
to the next city.
What?
She come to the next city.
Who let her on the bus? Really?
No, because the things can come on the tour bus. That's what you're gonna pattern. Because we don't sleep in hotels.
Oh, you're on
we
the
sleep
tour
on the
bus.
tour bus.
Okay.
But imagine you don't know this girl from nowhere. You've met her that night in the after party at the club,
In the next
and
city.
you've told her, "Yeah, follow me. We're going to like just
No,
follow me."
that's a
So
bit.
she's. I know that's her lineup though. Don't even cap.
Man, them are running the train.
That's the man them.
Train job.
No. I've
Not,
seen-
don't come with the rubbish.
Allegedly,
no.
allegedly.
No, I have seen the man them. I have seen the man them.
Lineup.
Yeah.
Why?
Wow.
I have to become a manager.
Hey, listen, man, them.
What, you've never been involved?
No, sure it is because the man is still work mode.
Yeah.
Like
I'm the cat, man. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
I'm the guy.
I hear you. No, I hear you. Stop.
Up the next morning. And
It's work mode.
And second to me is
It's work mode, but it's chill
the
mode.
tour manager.
It's
is
chill
the
mode,
one.
really.
So I'm constantly having to be the responsible one. Like make sure, everyone's up. We got to make sure we're in the next city. This is when our sound check is.
So you didn't have a little bit of fun yourself?
Of course, at the after parties, that's
little.
Got a little hour to do it.
But like I said, the maddest thing is, I remember a girl I think we went from, I can't remember what city we started in, but she stayed on the tour bus to like Nottingham. I think she followed them in 2 cities. So imagine that, you don't know no one from nowhere.
She's just there for the vibes.
Night, you come to the tour bus and you're like, I fuck with the crew so much, I'm staying on the, and man ain't paying for her to get back to where she come from. She just gets a train back. She finds her own way home. She just followed the mandem to the next city. That's the maddest thing I see.
See, now the thing is, she ain't following you unless something's going on in there. You lot can't be in there. You lot are not in there chatting about stuff.
Playing Uno.
She's doing a Tottenham.
Wow, tour life seems fun.
But obviously, man, they ain't used to this. Like, how long would you say? So this was from when you blew to just
probably
after, really.
I'll say like we toured properly like 2 years after.
Oh, okay.
We had our first hit.
So man, they ain't really used to that kind of.
Not that level, no.
That level. So you must have seen people like, change and shit. Like
girls are eating at. If you're talking about girls, when you have this status, girls are eating at the palm of your hands, especially when you're an artist. Just literally, just of who you are, you're on stage. Bro, these girls are going mad. But have I seen people change?
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So even down to the artists, like man must have been moving a different way after.
Yeah. Like you see when men start getting gal. When gal start coming easy, you start seeing man move bougie. They're like their levels and their expectation of girls just change. And no, definitely. But everything, bro, I'm telling you, it's very hard to hear anyone say the same when you get, because it's hitting you so fastly. All that money, it's not really the money, it's the fame, and it's your ego, and it's like, now I'm a somebody. Now when I talk, everybody listens. Now I'm feeding everybody, or I'm paying everybody, and everyone's around me because of who I am, and I've got mouths to feed, and people depend on me. All of this feeds your ego. So naturally, you become more dominant in everyone's life. So naturally, you just become, I think, it depends how you balance that. You can become a better person, but 9 times out of 10, I've seen people become a worse person.
And like,
So do you feel that?
in what way? Like, have you experienced any like disrespect? You feel like, where it's like a man's kind of like, yo, what you doing for me? Kind of thing, yeah.
Like a man will turn around and be like, what have you really done for me? Or I could have done this by myself. Yeah. You'll see that.
Any name drops?
No. But I see that.
Just comes with the.
That comes with the territory. That comes with the territory. Yeah, I ain't never seen. Don't get me wrong. There's some real artists out there, and obviously I'm not in their day-to-day circles, but I've met some artists. I've met some real guys.
Who would you say some of the realest men them though?
I'll say Tion. Tion's a real guy. He's a very like how he comes across on camera or whatever. So he's very humble, very friendly, funny. It's just like the man them. Like you see, like although people carry this persona of being a bad man or a bad boy or fear, but with say that you lot, like say that for example Miles, you're the bad man of the crew, but to the man them, you're just Miles. Like man's been with you, around you for years. Man banters you. We know your jokes, and like that's how you come across as humble. But Tion's cool. Tion's a cool brother still. He's a real guy still.
Do you feel like you've had any how would I say? How would I say? Not even litty still. I'm just trying to think of the way to put it into context. Do you feel like how you and, because you said you're no longer with Hardy, do you feel like that could ever get revived in a certain way?
No. For me, what's in the past is in the past. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like you've left that
everything happens for a reason.
Bigger and better.
Yeah, and you just life just evolves and you move on. Do you know what I'm saying? What's for you is for you, and what's not for you is. You know what I'm saying? I feel like life's already written, so whatever happens for a reason. You accept it, you move on, and you just keep it pushing.
You lot must have had some lit times, or what was some of the memories you man had?
Do you know what it is? I think the best thing is just evolving with one of the men them. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we're all coming from the same thing. We're all, I don't want to say nothing because we all come from something, but we're coming from minimal. Do you know what I'm saying? So just to grow and see you evolve and just achieve things like, do you know what I mean? Buy property or change your parents' lives or retire your parents or all of that is, or give your friends jobs and all of that.
There probably was a point in time where you was like, this is me, like this is the team, the winning team.
Yeah. Of course. When that's the thing, when everything's going well, you're like, yeah, this is that. But when things start going bad, you're like you start evaluating.
Everyone's there for the win.
Yeah, everyone's there for the win, and then when things start getting rough, you see who's really around. You see who's really around still.
Well, I think we'll end off with one more scenario.
One more.
We'll get one more. See what man's got.
I should do that one, innit?
Can't lie though, I don't know if I'd be a manager, fam. Would you be a manager?
If man that
Would have to be
to my close, it'll have to be like someone I'm close to already.
Yeah, so if I was to do it again, I would only be a manager for someone I don't know, or I'd be a manager to one of my day ones. Day ones.
I feel like the close, like managing someone close, I feel like it's a rocky game.
Bro, I don't think you can do it.
Like they always
it's a
like.
rocky
You
game.
know what I'm saying? My mum always said, "Boy, be careful." Like say, make some friends with
Business with pleasure.
Yeah, business with pleasure. And do you know what I mean? She's right. Do you know what I'm saying? And, like, yeah, it's real.
But you would manage another artist to fit.
Do you know what? I would manage another artist, but I would do it differently. Yeah. Because you know what it is? When you're friends, lines just get blurred without you even noticing. Just lines just get blurred and expectations are different. But to come back to your question, do labels do the job as a manager? Absolutely not. Because you got to remember, a label is literally there just for their own interest.
Yeah.
Their own interest.
It's not you.
It's to make money.
It's
So
what,
even
it's what
if
you're
a man
doing,
that
like.
let's be real, not every artist has a manager. So
Every artist has a manager.
what you think?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you mustn't. You know.
Yeah. Every artist has a manager. To a particular when they reach a particular stage. If they're reaching a level where they're signed.
No, I feel like you have to, because imagine if let's say if me and you if you made a song
No,
today,
but I'm saying
if you made a song today and blew, you're not gonna. Man, I'm not really gonna be shouting. You can't be taking that.
You're gonna want
indirect manager.
Yeah, so it's like
Could even be man's girl or something.
yeah, you've got to be shielded. You can't always be seen as the person saying no. Even if it is you saying no and your manager's relaying your opinion, you can't be seen as the person saying no, because then you become the difficult one. Do you know what I'm saying? And then labels now start to question: is it really worth working with you? Are you worth the headache? So you kind of have, like Cam said, it's that bridge. You kind of got to be shielded, and also when people once you start blowing, you get hit from every single angle.
It's true.
No, it's true.
You won't be able to be an artist if you see ITV messaging you and BBC and all these different radios and all these different labels and then all these. It's like, bro, like, allow me. Do you know what I'm saying? You won't even be able to get in the studio and work because you're just. So yeah, you need a manager literally just to handle the business, like I said, and you just focus on being an artist.
Would you say there's anything you miss from managing Hards?
No. I think that's a lie. I think the spontaneity. It's like
The who?
like being spontaneous.
Yeah.
So like you wake up and you don't really know what
You're flying to Barcelona.
You don't
tomorrow.
know what your day has in store for you. Like as an artist can be spontaneous. They could be like, you know what, Ash, I want to shoot a video today. Like that's how spontaneous it can be. And then you're like, cool, boom. I got a pattern this. That makes your day exciting. Whereas now my days are very much organized. I know what I'm doing tomorrow, and do you know what I'm saying?
Would you say that the fact that you and sorry to cut you, but the fact that you and Hardy were friends prior to you getting into business and managing him as such, would you say that tarnished your relationship when it came to a working kind of setting, or was it more just simple as not seeing eye to eye?
I think I would say, wouldn't say tarnished, but I would say it boosted expectations. So your disappointment is probably higher. You know when they say don't expect anything, if you don't expect something from someone, you can't be disappointed.
What does she say in the new Spider-Man film?
Yeah,
She says
MJ
like,
says.
yeah.
Wait, no spoilers, please.
I ain't watched.
I ain't seen it.
I ain't watched.
Yeah, no,
I ain't watched it. No.
MJ
Stop talking.
says,
If you don't expect what?
if you don't expect, then you can't be disappointed. Long story short, you know what I'm saying? So I guess being friends with someone, you probably expect a certain level of loyalty or do you know what I mean? You expect certain things.
Yeah.
When that doesn't get met, your disappointment probably comes in. But if you wasn't friends with anyone, you wouldn't have that disappointment because you wouldn't have that expectation in the first place.
Yeah.
It's just simply business. There's no lines being blurred. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
So yeah.
Man's got the scenario. Still, last one of the day. Sent in from the man himself, Jesse.
Shout him out.
Yeah, shout out Jesse. The last condom breaks. What are you doing?
Effort from Jesse, bro.
It's definitely from Jesse. I didn't write this.
Condom breaks.
The last you're with a ting
Before, during.
during.
No, before. Do it before.
What do you mean before? It can be during.
So you take out
During.
the package and I don't know, it's broken.
No,
Yeah.
but imagine you can put it on and it's broken.
Man's not stopping.
Yeah, that's not during, bro.
Alright, so if it's before, say you don't have any and it's broke, or you have one and it's broken, what are you running?
What?
I'm
Where
running.
have I got this? What is this a regular thing? Is this a
Let's say you just met her.
just met her?
Fiat 5. I was about to say that still.
Yeah, 500. It doesn't matter.
Swear. Just
Broken or not, it doesn't matter.
What about Corsa?
Corsa.
It's Corsa getting ran.
It matters. It matters. Actually, no. Shut. No.
I think it just depends on the vibe.
It depends.
I don't think it depends. Like,
No, it's not. It's just happening.
If you're-
It's just happening. It's just happening still.
If you're
Can't
wrapping
lie.
it up, like if you're like, yeah, this is it, boy, and then it just breaks.
You just gotta pray before.
You just honestly just gotta check the next day. But like,
So basically,
in terms of, like,
the question is who's not running it. That's the question.
Nah, but you know, when you're in the moment, you're not gonna not want to run it, innit?
No,
Really,
I
truly.
wouldn't run.
Alright, what if
are
it's
you not
before
running
then?
it?
Huh?
What if it's before? It's a
Before.
it's a new thing.
New
You
thing,
just drawed out the thing and it's broken.
boy. That's a mad.
I'll grab my next one because we ain't started.
No, there's none left.
No, there's no.
Bro.
None left. That's
No, I'll
the
go
only.
somewhere.
It's 4 a.m.
It's
Just
the
let
only
pray.
shout.
Why man them lie?
Man,
No,
them
they're
have
not gonna
one,
run
man,
it.
will shout, man.
I'm running it.
It's not lie.
So-
Every man's gonna run it. Every man, you're gonna run it, Reece. You're gonna run it.
What do you mean I'm gonna
Always
run it?
trying to
Of course,
find
at the end of the day, I'm gonna run it. But I'm saying that I'm saying that man.
There's man like you.
Reece, you have to run
Answer
it.
the question, bro.
It's
you
4
doing?
a.m., bro. You're telling me you're not running it.
Bruv, you directing that at me, fam.
I'm just saying.
I'm running it.
You're,
But I'm showing you how I'm running it.
How are you running
I'm
it?
showing you
How
how
are you running it?
Oh, how?
I'm patterning it.
How?
Still fighting what?
How?
I'm
He's
doing
calling
a
the
few
mandem.
calls, and then if it don't run, I'll just run it.
So you're gonna leave the
You're
thing.
running it anyway.
Man's got to try something. I can't just run it.
Everyone's asleep.
Would you
That means he's gonna
Everyone's
run
asleep.
it.
You can't call none.
then
of
I'll
them.
run it. I'm saying, but I'll make a few.
You're gonna let
I'm
her
not
waste.
running it still. I'm not running it.
You're just gonna
Lie,
slap on the Netflix.
Don't lie.
I'm going.
Yeah, talk to him. So, yeah.
What if she sets it on you?
I'm going home. I can't run it.
There's man
Why?
like that.
Why not?
Why we
Why
can't
not?
do the scenarios?
Why not?
That's the real fucking.
Hold on,
Wait
I got
for a
something
reason
for him.
If it's broke.
Here you go.
Saying you're capping.
Yeah, nah. bro.
That's what you saying.
Think about it. If you bring it.
You're running it.
Yeah.
Of course. See,
I know
surely.
this man, he's running. That's not even a thought. He's running.
This man, he don't play football with shin pads. He's telling me he's not running it.
Wait, who, me?
You.
Only.
Wait, one more.
Easy.
That one was too easy, innit? Cool. DB offer you to be a part of the entourage. Do you leave the podcast or your current group of friends. DB.
That question didn't really correlate.
I'm sticking with the mandem.
I didn't write the scenarios.
Read it
Jesse did.
again.
The scenario says DBE offer you to be part of the entourage. Do you leave the podcast / your current group of friends?
Okay.
To be one of the DB man then.
Sticking
no.
with the mandem.
Nah, you gotta
I'm
say
cutting.
still.
What do you mean to be one of the entourage? You a
Cutting.
fangirl?
I'm cutting.
Why?
You're rolling with young ads and
DVE.
dirt bike.
But you're not
All of that stuff.
paid for it, are
They are.
No.
Imagine if there's peas involved, what are you saying?
If there's
100%.
peas, what do you mean? How much peas are involved? Because I just bring it back to the man then.
Let's not cat.
You're not bringing it back to the man then.
Let's
really,
not
truly,
cat.
right?
Rearrange the hat. For
He's going to buy condoms.
Shout me.
You saying, you're leaving?
Shout me, boy.
one store. Obviously, I'll pattern up the man then, but.
Mm.
But Cam, you're looking at me like you're not gone.
No, I'm not gone. I'm staying with
Alright,
the
cool.
mandem.
Wait. If it was RD,
I was gonna say
if it was RD that shouted you and said, "Come
I'm
on,"
still not going. Still.
oh whatever.
It's got to be
Why are you.
Potter.
Potter.
Don't know you, man. Out.
We're rolling with Potter
Or Dirk?
Potter still.
or Dirk.
Or back door.
Dirk, yeah, I roll with Dirk. DB,
Man's
I'm
not rolling
rolling
with Dirk.
DB. They're cold still, but it's just
Yeah.
Them man are in the studio on lean.
Them are not on. Them
my
are the
thing
ends.
don't align with their thing, so I'm not.
Oh, the home
Yeah,
pussies
yeah,
thing.
you guys, yeah.
Like, not on that.
Huh?
What they talk about in that.
No.
Mm.
No, I'll be honest, I'm not.
No. fair.
Not wrong with that.
Wait, are you?
No.
Are you?
Dirt.
Not on YouTube.
Doing what?
You man are young though. You soon.
Why you looking at me?
Sometimes-
Look at them, brethren. Don't look at me.
Ash is on that, but he's just
Oh,
On what?
oh God.
On what?
everything.
DB thing.
DB.
On a DB thing in the bedroom.
He's been trying to get me on it, but I'm not.
Oh, is that what's going on? Just drawing man out on there.
Watch out.
That's what was going on the tour bus.
That's why she wanted.
That's
to
why
stay.
she was there for so.
That's why she was there for so
Come
long.
on, man. Me.
He was giving lineups tweet.
Watch out. That's on my own thing.
No, but man, love for
Just stay safe in the bedroom, guys.
Yeah. Overall, though, love for coming on there.
No.
Thank you very
Really
much.
appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Round of
Cheers
Any-
to
any-
2022, bro.
Yeah, any shout out?
Good start to the year,
Any
man.
shout? You got anyone you want to shout out? In the meantime, no one.
New
Nothing.
projects coming out soon.
No. Just it's gonna be a good year. I think it's gonna be a good year for everybody.
100.
Yeah. But everyone stay focused, stay disciplined,
Mm-hmm.
stay on track,
Mhm.
and achieve whatever you set out to do. Do you know what I'm saying? And we'll see who's around this time next year.
For real.
Yeah.
Any other shout outs, man?
Obviously, shout out all the artists we spoke about.
For real.
The
Shout out man, them.
Shout out all the artists that are working hard out there as well.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Focus and do what you're doing. Make sure you know what you're doing.
Kamani shout outs.
Yeah.
Fiat 500,
Yeah,
babe.
500.
Yeah, shout her out, man. Hope you're
I'm
doing
never
well.
letting that one go.
We don't speak anymore, but hope
Actually,
you're
man's got a Fiat 500.
good. There you go.
Yeah, lock off.
Load it up.
I'm saying that, and that's been us anyway.